This is Generation Stadia, giving you that daily dose of everything and anything Stadia related, and today I thought it'd be interesting to have a discussion topic. Now if you're wondering what that topic is, well, we'll be discussing the upcoming Google event coming October 15th. So these will be my predictions for what we'll hear about at that event, but I do want to make it clear that there's a good chance we may not hear anything Stadia related there. And before I begin, I also need to make this statement very clear because I've seen some people talk about it online. I am not getting paid by the Stadia team to make these videos, and I am not working or in contact with any of them, so all of this is just as valid as anyone else's opinion online on the internet. As I stated, these are just predictions and I'm hoping to hear yours in the comment section below, but for now, let's get right to it. Obviously, the most important thing I expect to hear out of this event is Stadia's official release date. It's about due time we hear about it, and honestly speaking, this being a Google hardware reveal event where we're expecting the launch of the Pixel 4, you may as well give us a date on the rest of your product lineup. Were this any other platform or console launch, we would have had a date long ago, so it's about time you let us mark our calendar, Google, so we can start counting down the days. Now the second thing I expect to hear about Google Stadia at this event is also quite obvious, and that's the compatibility with Pixel 4. This definitely seems like a given considering they've announced support for Pixel 3 hardware, so why not support your latest flagship? That being said, this is probably also the reason I expect to hear about Stadia the most out of any other reason. Announcing Stadia support for the Pixel seems like a given, so at the very least we'll be hearing it come up during that announcement. Now my third prediction is also related to the Pixel 4 announcement, and that's that they'll bundle in some sort of Stadia Pro membership with the Pixel 4. They have done stuff like this in the past. For example, the Pixel 3 launched and they gave 6 months of YouTube Premium for those early adopters. It would be a neat incentive, and frankly speaking, I'm on the search for a new phone, so I'm kind of hoping this happens. Now for the next thing I expect to see at the event, well, it's gonna be one that I'm kind of hoping exists already. And that would be some sort of phone clip holder that would attach to your Stadia controller so you can game on the go easily and comfortably. There are plenty of these things out there on the market for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and there's many third-party sellers that sell their own control styles that attach to your phone. But that doesn't change the fact that Stadia has continued to say again and again that if you want the lowest latency possible, you'd need to be using their Stadia controller. Luckily, whether or not Google decides to provide this sort of product, I'm 100% sure we'll see third-party resellers make it, and I definitely expect the 3D printer community to be on top of this. Now my last prediction that's on the more believable end would have to be more integration with the voice assistant. We recently saw Google announce Stream Transfer, a new feature that lets you quickly move your content from one Google connected device to another. Whether it's audio or visual, it should be as simple as saying, "Okay Google, move my Stadia stream to another room." The Google Stream Transfer feature so far has only been announced and confirmed for Google Home related devices. But I wouldn't be surprised to hear it being mentioned and Stadia being brought up in the process during this event. Next up, let's switch gears and start focusing on things that I would like to see, but chances are it won't be shown there. First and foremost, I'm gonna say the menu and UI. This is something we've been waiting to see, but according to the Reddit AMA they had in the past, we won't be seeing this until sometime in November. Whether that means at launch or before it, who knows, but frankly speaking, I think they really should be showing it to the public by now. Now the next thing I would love to see at the event, but more than likely won't, is a slew of new games coming to the service. This Google event is all about the hardware, so chances are they won't really focus on things like games if they even bring Stadia up to begin with. That's definitely more of a Stadia Connect type of thing. Speaking of which, hopefully we'll get a date for when we can expect the next big Stadia Connect. Next up, let's move from unlikely things happening to miracles being made. Miracle number 1 would be getting a Stadia Connect right after Google's hardware reveal event. But we're pretty close to the event, so it would have to be some sort of surprise announcement. The next dream on the list would be some crazy exclusive that gets announced for Stadia. In fact, at this point, I would settle for a non-AAA title as long as it shows what Stadia can really pull off. They keep talking about these huge vast open worlds and these 1,000-player matches. I would love to see what that looks like. Now the last thing I would absolutely love to see get announced for Google Stadia, but I know just won't happen, well, to me that would be Discord implementation. It would be amazing to see a platform use Discord for its built-in party chat, especially since everything's going cross-platform nowadays. Now, I wouldn't expect it obviously. I'm sure Google has their own party chat system functionality, but it would be awesome to see. As I mentioned, crossplay is becoming a much bigger thing, so I do hope that one day we'll be able to have party chats that can also be crossplay compatible, where we can invite friends from whatever platform. Anyways, I think that pretty much wraps up what I'm expecting, what I'm hoping for, and what I dream of. Actually, you know what? I did forget one thing that I expect them to do, and that's announce an annual Stadia Pro membership price. It seems like such an obvious thing to have by now that it actually slipped my mind. Anyways, that pretty much covers everything, but I gotta say I am pretty interested to hear what you're expecting to get out of this event, or better yet, what you're expecting to hear before Stadia launches next month. Be it a Stadia Connect, some magazine interviews, or whatever else really, I am curious to hear, and I'll be reading and responding to your comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out, and if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. Today's end of video message is going to be a reminder to join our community Discord. Now if you're wondering why that is, well, I'm going to be talking a bit more about the Destiny 2 competition I plan on holding for the Gen S community. I'll be doing some polls through YouTube very soon, as I want to gather some information on just how many people are interested in joining. I really need to gather a sample size of just how many people are interested in competing, so this is probably the best way for me to do it. Now, if you want to suggest some ideas or help out with the competition, then I would appreciate it if you join the Discord and we can talk there. As always, thanks for watching. It really does mean a lot to me that you enjoy these videos. And believe me when I say that I read all the feedback you leave me in the comment section below, and I do take it into account. There's a lot of things that I'm working on in the background for this community as we speak, but for now, this has been Generation Stadia, giving you that daily dose of everything and anything Stadia related. The Gen S community is now 1,000 strong and growing by the day, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds. Peace.